Alright, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're going to be making the best of this game here in our career mode, and we're going to be doing some light cargo missions. So we currently sit at 2.3 million, and we're going to go ahead and try to get to 3 million today. So we're going to be doing some light cargo missions here in the Northwest. Looks like, let's see. So we got all these areas open, and let's go ahead and do this one here. Seems like we'll open up another area here. So we've got an urgent freight delivery. Our biggest clients can't wait, and neither can their partners at Grand Forks. So we're going to be flying from 68S over to CZGF. So we're going to go ahead and accept this mission. We're going to go ahead and take a look at, oh, it looked like the Cessna 172 is in good condition, and I think we checked it the last time. It's been a minute since I've been in career mode, but we're going to go ahead and manage the aircraft here and at least check our fuel here. It looks like everything's looking good. We're going to manage the payload here and spend 1,000 just to get some gas so that we can fly this mission here. And then we'll go ahead and head back and get this thing on the ground, get it fired up, and get it up in the air and earning some money. So appreciate you tuning in, appreciate the love and support on the channel. We're going to see what we can do about accepting some medium cargo here. So I think we're going to be looking to purchase a 203B. That would be a Cessna as well. And we're looking at a little bit of snow here in the Northwest, at least on the ground, but it looks like the weather looks at least good on the takeoff. We'll see what it looks like when we get up in the air here. All right, so just taking a sip of coffee here, and we're going to go ahead and get all this stuff going here. So we'll remove all the little gizmos that are blocking our way here. Plane looks nice and clean. Go ahead and adjust the camera angle a little bit. We'll start up. We're going to adjust our fuel. All right, we're going to announce our taxi.
Sierra traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet is taxiing to runway 6.
We're going to reduce our throttle here. So we're looking good. I like the snow on some of the trees. It's a nice little mix there. Go ahead and hold short here. Announce our entry into the runway.
68 Sierra traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet taking off runway 6 departure to the north.
Alright, it is looking like we're pretty much right here. Or no, I guess we got to go ahead and turn around. So we'll go ahead and do that and get a good look at the airport here on this runway. Yeah, we're on the other end here on runway 24. So we'll taxi down. We'll go ahead and sim that a little bit so that we try not to exceed the speed limit, but we can get down there fast enough. And I forgot what it was. Was it function or alt? I think it may have been control, actually. We'll figure it out when we're in the air, I think. Oh, I think it's alt. There you go. It's alt N. Alright, so we'll taxi on down here. Looks like we're good to go. And we just got to make a U-turn here. Got a little bit of ways to go there, but that's alright. I think we got enough to take off here if we turn around. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to go here. We're just going to line up to the runway. There it is. Runway number 6 here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and take off. Nice little scattered snow on the ground. We just hit 55 knots, so we are good to go on takeoff. We're just going to wait for that little bump on the runway there. And we got positive climb and clearance, and we're going to climb up to 2,900 feet. We're going to go ahead and get that going. There we go. Now we're climbing up to 3,900 feet. That's 38, but we're going to adjust our heading here. And then we'll go 38. And FLC, and we're going to be flying over to Grand Forks this morning for our first trip here. Get a good look at this exterior here. So we got a little scattered snow here in some of the areas, so that is pretty neat to see. Looks like some of it's melting off, some of it's still sticking. And we're climbing up past 3,500 feet. Alright, and with that, we're going to bring over our nav map here. And figure out where we're at. So we are in the state of Washington here. In the sort of east part of Washington. And we're going to be flying how many more miles here? About 80 miles. So if we add in a measurement here and fly this way, what is this? This is about 70 miles. So let's see, 69S, is that where we're going? Let's go ahead and hop in here, pull up our flight map display thing. So yes, we are going over to CZGF. So that is going to be this one. So this is where we're going, Grand Forks. Looks like the runway is 4,200 feet, almost 4,300 feet. Hopefully we're landing in, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's going to show us with the brackets. Runway 25 or runway number 7. It's right by the Kettle Bridge, or Kettle River there, and Lucky Pheasant. So just over the border into Canada is where we're going this morning. So with that, looks like we can actually go a little bit higher here in elevation. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that, and we're going to adjust our altitude here to, let's say, about 5,500 feet. And we're going to reduce our vertical speed limit here. So Cloudline Cargo Company underway. Passing over 4,400 feet. We're going to do 2 speed sim adjustments here to try to speed this up a little bit. It's a little tip for you. If you want to earn a little money a little faster, you can sim the adjustment, or speed up the sim rate is what I'm trying to say. So we're almost back up to the brackets there, but we got enough to clear the mountains, I believe. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at what this body of water is that we're passing over. I think that's Porcupine Bay. So nice clear weather. Just going to be passing over some of these mountains. It's South Huckleberry mountain range here. We're going to reduce our throttle so we're not stressing the engine too much. Try to cut down on some repair costs. And then all of this right here, this river, is the Columbia River. And we're going to be flying, I think, directly over Hunter's Campground. And it seems like off to our left here, this area right here is considered Lake Roosevelt National Recreation Area. So with that, we're going to go ahead and adjust our heading here a little bit more to the left. We'll get a little bit more on track. As we follow the Columbia River up. adjust our heading here, or adjust our altitude. In order to do so, we're going to take the sim rate off so that it's less bumpy, and we're going to adjust our vertical speed limit, and then we'll go up 2 more again to finish the climb. And we're going to be passing Twin Lakes here off to our left. That's one of them, and that's the other one right down over there. Get the little exterior mode. So that's Twin Lakes, Washington. So Jeff is not on board with us here. We're flying solo in career mode. Alright, so we're cruising along. We got about 40 nautical miles to go here at the Grand Forks. Alright, I'm just going to type out a list of areas that we're going. So number 1, we are going to Grand Forks, Canada here. And we're going to try 7,000 feet. Get over some of these mountains. So let's see, we are 18 minutes into the recording here, so not too bad. We're cruising along. We're coming up to Canada border very soon here. About, I'm going to say 20 miles probably. Fuel's still looking good at 8%. I'm going to show you guys a little tip and trick here that I've been doing, or at least trying to do if I can remember. But once we land, we can actually refuel the plane, and then before our next mission we can sell off some of the fuel for some money. So probably about another extra $2,000 in our pocket if we do that, as opposed to like this time before we had to spend about $1,000 in fuel to get here. So we'll make that back, no worries. Beautiful area here for sure. We may even go ahead and use that as our thumbnail here. we'll save that and then redo our thumb here for 76. I'm going to just adjust that. I'm doing this in Photoshop. We can close that out. Gonna slide some stuff around here. And then we'll export that and copy that over. There we have it. So we got our new thumbnail. Alright, we got 16 nautical miles to go here, so we are going to adjust our sim rate to speed that up to probably about 5 miles, maybe a little bit less. We can probably start our descent soon. Yeah, maybe we'll go to 8. And then we'll start our descent. Alright, 8.5. I think that should be good. I think we're... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and adjust our heading just a touch to the right. I think. And then we're going to reduce our elevation here. Let's try 6,400 to start with. Wait, can I turn this? Plane's not turning, plane's not responding. There we go. Now we got the plane responding. All right, 6,600 feet here and dropping. We're going to go to 6,000 feet. We got 5% fuel left and 5.5 nautical miles to go.
Charlie Zulu Golf Foxtrot Traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet 5 miles south 6100. For inbound to land runway 25.
Alright, so we're landing in runway 25 here. We're going to go ahead and take autopilot off here and adjust that. Hopefully that doesn't mess up our cargo. Alright, 3 miles to go here. We still got to deploy our flaps. But we got to get over this mountain here and then head down a pretty good ways. So we're going to reduce our throttle a whole bunch. We got a good look at the airport there. So we're going to go ahead and swing out here to the right, I think. I think we're going to ignore these brackets, because we got to head down into the valley. Just going to adjust our camera angle just a little bit. Alright, so Grand Forks, Canada here. Just over the border of the state of Washington here in the northwest. We got 4% fuel remaining. Alright, we're looking good there. We're going to bank to the left, spin around, line up to the runway. And as we pull up here, we should slow up on speed so that we can get some flaps going. We're 1.5 nautical miles away. Lining up to the runway nicely. We're about to hit the top of the white arc at 85 knots so that we can deploy our flaps. There we go. Trim is set at 3%, which is fine. Speed's at 82. It's good to go. We should be announcing our final here in 1 second. Speed's at 81. Height looks pretty good. We're going to reduce the throttle just a touch more. I'd like to be 75 knots when we touch down. Alright, landing on the runway number 25 here. Throttle is pretty much at idle at this point. We're going to be flaring up. ground, come down, meet us. I'm not going to worry about that taxi thing. We're going to reduce our speed here. Alright, it's a nice little soft landing. I think we'll take that. We'll spin around here since there's no more taxiways. So beautiful area here, Grand Forks, Canada, just over the border of the state of Washington in the northwest here. So we started our day here. This is our first flight. We had 2.2 million. We're saving up for the Cessna 203B to hopefully do some bigger cargo missions, since this one is the light mission. And we're over here. We're going to hold short, announce our taxi to parking.
Charlie Zulu Golf Foxtrot Traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet is taxiing to parking.
Alright, so we're going to set the parking brake. We're going to shut down the engines here. Complete this mission for mission number 1 here this morning. We're going to do a couple of them. So we got 95%, 100% for airline procedures, and 97%. And we hit that perfect with 100%. So we're going to get a satisfaction here. And let's see how much cash we add to our bank here. Another 56,000, not too bad. We'll take it. We increased our reputation to S, so that is always going to be good. And we are leveling up to level number 83. So 3 companies here that we got going. We got the let's see, all companies. We got the Sightseeing company that we are not really personally flying, but we also got our cargo mission and our media mission that we've done every once in a while. But cargo mission is the one where we're making the most amount of money, so that's what we're going to be flying today. And if we look at our certifications here, we got everything left heavy here. And we did we complete this? No, we did not do this one yet. So the jet airline transport pilot rating we did not do, but we did the scoop. We did the turboprop airline transport and everything else. So we only got 2 more to go there, but we're in no rush to get those done. So we're at 2.3 million still. And we're in Canada. We opened up a new little area here. That one takes us down that way. That one takes us down that way. So nothing. Alright, destination is Dayton. Flying to 16W. Or we can fly to 2W1. I guess it doesn't really matter. Both of these going to the same place. This one's 29,000. We'll go ahead and accept this one. It's as good as any. So we're going to be planning on going to Dayton. Oh, we never did the refuel, so my bad there. That's all right. We're going to spend a little more fuel here. We'll manage the aircraft. We'll go to the payload. We forgot to refuel the plane. That's all right. We'll just spend, it's only 1,000. We'll get that thing going. Actually, let's go ahead and manage the plane again. So we got a little bit of time here. Let's do the checkup. Everything's still looking good. So we'll keep that as is. And we'll get this thing on the ground for our second mission this morning. And looking at this, so we're going to be starting off over at Grand Forks. And we're going to be going down to Dayton. Somewhere, somehow. We'll find it on the map. We'll get this thing going first. So we'll take off all the little gizmos. And we'll hop in. Plane's still looking good. We'll adjust the camera angle there. Turn on our engine. We're going to adjust our fuel.
It's Bree. Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you. You have consumer goods behind you. Standard shipment for one of our clients based in Dayton. Expected in no time at Little Goose Lock and Dam. Skids are designed to withstand turbulence, but it's crucial that you keep a steady flight speed and adjust to changing conditions. Let's get the cargo there secure and on time. All relevant information is in your flight packet, which is uploaded on your map as a reference. Fly safely, team.
Romeo 49er traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet is taxiing to runway 17.
Alright, we'll taxi over. Seems like it's going to be a tight squeeze here. With this floater plane. I think we're going to spin around this way to avoid hitting the planes.
Romeo 49er traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet taking off runway 17 south departure.
Alright, I guess we're going to have to go down and turn around. Not sure why we're on the runway. It looks like there's a taxiway there off to the right. But we're going to sim down here, get this thing going a little faster. But another beautiful area. We are in the state of Washington right now. We're not taking off at the same place that we landed over in Grand Forks. Everything's looking good. Flaps are still set to 0 and our trim is still set to 0, so we're looking all pretty snazzy, ready to take off here. So we're gonna go full throttle, hit our initial climb, and then we'll take a look at the nav map and see where we're going. I know we're going to a town called Dayton. I'm gonna guess that it's still in the state of Washington. And we're headed south, so I think we're looking pretty good. We'll go ahead and climb. And and we'll adjust our heading, adjust our altitude. We got to go to 3,600 feet for our initial climb. Spin out here. GPS is over there to the left, so I think what we're gonna do is we'll head that way. And now we got to go to 4,100 feet. Alright, we locked onto GPS, so we are good to go there. Banking almost to 30 degrees. We got Little Goose Lock and Dam. 129 nautical miles, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sim through a lot of that, and we'll get everything all taken care of. So still full throttle at 73 knots and climbing over 3,900 feet here. Alright, we're going to level out, gain some speed here. We'll probably go up to about 120, maybe 125, and then we'll climb up a little bit more, probably another 1,000 feet. We'll get that ready at 5,300. But we're not initiating the climb yet. We're still in altitude hold mode. Just wanted to gain some speed. 115 is good enough there, and then we'll reduce our vertical speed limit so that we can climb, and that'll fix our RPM as well. Alright, so taking off there, we got 126 nautical miles to go. That is 90. So we need about 40 more to go. So 16W is where we're landing, right? Where are we at here? Yeah, 16W is the airport. We're going to be landing in runway number 8. So taking a look at this, it looks like we're going to be right here by that Little Goose State Airport coming in. So we're going to get a good look at the dam there, because we're going to be coming in that direction from west to east. And we're going to be right along the Snake River. I feel like we've been here before. We're going to adjust our altitude up a little bit more here. We'll go to 6,100 feet. And then we'll adjust our sim rate 2 notches so that we'll advance forward and knock off some of that distance here, because we got 122 nautical miles to go. We'll get a good exterior look. As we go here. So number 2. Oh yeah. 1. What state are we going to be in here? So we're going to be remaining in the state of Washington, and we're going to Dayton, Washington. I feel like we are super close to those mountains. Let's go ahead and take care of that. And let's head on up to about 7,500 feet, I think. And I guess as we're passing these, let's see if we can see what the name of these mountains are. Nice. Also, off to our left is Grizzly Mountain. I think that one right there is Grizzly Mountain. Alright, I think we definitely have enough clearance now at this point, so we will get back to our sim adjustment exterior mode here, and we're going to be leveling out and moving down there. So Dayton, Washington, and this is going to be Little Goose Lock and Dam for our third one there. So now we are headed to Dayton, Washington. Little Goose Lock and Dam. We'll type that in there. Alright, looks like we got a couple of lakes over there off to our left. That's actually called Twin Lakes. So you got North Lake and South Lake. Alright, so 98 nautical miles. Let's go ahead and sim this one more time, maybe two more times. So we are 4 times the sim rate here. Let's see what that body of water is that we're looking at. That's the Columbia River again. So that's the same river we passed by on our way up to Canada. Grand Forks, Canada, that was. So simming through some of this area to get to the Little Goose Dam here by the Snake River. We're going to be passing over State Road elevation a little bit. Let's try 6,600. See if we can get down towards that bracket. We'll go 2, leveling out. Drop it down a little bit more, I think. I'll try 60, what is that, 6,300? There you go, leveling out at 6,300. We're going to increase our throttle here to get that trim to come down. I think we're looking good. Alright, so we are now cruising along here, and we got not too far to go. We're going to be crossing over Interstate 90. It's going to be coming up this way. We got a little more cloud cover this time. There's Interstate 90. So a little bit of cloud cover. Windshield's getting a little dirty. Maybe we'll give the plane a wash after this one. Alright, we got 18 nautical miles to go. It's getting a little bit darker for sure. Cloud cover coming a little bit down towards us. Alright, we're back to normal speed. We are getting definitely a little more dirty on the windshield. It's not raining just yet, but it looks like it might be by the time we land here. But we are going to start our descent a little bit. We're going to drop down to 5,700 feet. Maybe even a little bit more. We'll try 5,000. All right, we got 13 miles to go. We can probably even go a little more, 4,400 feet. Alright, still not raining. I'm looking for the rain on the side of the windshield there. It's panel lights. It's all lighting system. I don't think these actually are operable. We're coming up to 4,400 feet now. So we're going to increase the throttle. We got 3% fuel left. And 10 miles to go. Let's make this an even 4,000. Alright, so we're going to be coming up to the Snake River. We're going to swing out, land on runway number 8. So we're going to be going from west to east. Let's go ahead and move up just a little bit closer to the airport. Drop this down to 35 or 3,400. We'll announce our arrival at the airport.
16 Whiskey Traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet 5 miles north 3,400. 4 inbound to land runway.
We'll go 3,000. We got visual on the Snake River. I'm guessing that's the dam over there. We got a little over 3 miles to go. Alright, so we're going to take autopilot off here. We'll go ahead and bank over to the right here towards that Snake River Dam. Or I guess that, what was that called? A little Goose Lock and Bay or Lock and something Dam. Alright, looks like the snow has sort of vanished here as we flew a little further south. We're almost at the top of the white arc there at 85 knots. Once we do that, we'll deploy our flaps. So we're going to actually pull up just a little bit so that our speed drops. There's 85 knots. That allows us to be able to slow up a little bit, dip our nose down without exceeding it, hopefully. Alright, we got almost no throttle going, so we are in sort of cruise mode here. As we approach the final, and we're getting a pretty decent look at the dam. We're going to be lining up for runway number 8. We'll announce our final position here.
Six Whiskey Traffic Cessna Zulu Kilo. Uniform Papa Juliet is on final runway 8 to land.
Kind of wonder if parking is on this side. We might have to turn around. Coming in a little fast. Deploy a little extra flap. I know we were a little bit fast to do so, but we got to do what we got to do there. And it does look like the parking is on this side of the runway. But we are going to make a nice smooth landing here. A little bit of a skid. There you go. We got touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so with that, we're going to spin around here, I think. We're going to try, yeah, we got, alright, there was just no room to turn. That's alright. We can go to parking. We're going to exceed taxi speed. We don't want to take off again, so we do have to slow up a little bit. We are getting a little airborne. That's alright. We'll reduce our speed to keep our legs on the ground. Alright, we got a little bit of coffee left. Debating another trip or not here. But we might go ahead and take a look at, see what kind of airplanes are for sale, see how much money we got. And we'll stop over here if we can. All right. We're slowing down, shut the engine down. Mission success. Yeah, not so much on the bonuses because of missing that thing, but we did get 105,000, so super happy about that. Drop down from satisfaction down to an A, that's alright, but we are leveling up once again to level number 84. And we're currently now 2.4, almost 2.5 million. Go ahead and view these companies that we got going on. We'll manage the cargo one here. And let's go ahead and see what kind of used planes we got available. So we got 2.1 million. That needs a little bit of maintenance. Do we have enough? That's going to cost almost $1 million to do that. So I'm not sure if we got enough. Yeah, that's 40,000, 80,000, 120. Landing gear is pretty important. All that's going to be cheap. Tires aren't too bad. Landing gear, 16. Yeah, I'm not sure if we got enough. Let's see. And then we got to do that. Buy some insurance. We'll select this location. So we do have enough. We're going to go ahead and purchase that, I believe. Alright, so we now have the Cessna 203B. So aircraft purchased over at Little Goose Lock and Dam. It is cargo with wheels. The engine is a Pratt & Whitney Canada PT6A 140 with the Garmin G1000 basic insurance. So we'll go ahead and lock that in and hit next. We're going to go ahead and turn crew on for the Cessna one. We have 292,000 left to go here. We're going to go ahead and manage the aircraft. Let's not do that. Alright, engine to maintain. Let's see what we got going on here. Turbo engine or turbine engine. This is vital. That costs $279,000. Goodness gracious. That's a lot of money. And let's check the landing gear here. 16,000. Let's go ahead and repair the landing gear on all three sides, I guess. And we like to have brakes. That's always a good thing. Tire pressure will fix. Man, it costs $1,300 for someone to fill the tire pressure. Let's go ahead and just get new tires. Everything good. Whoops. There we go. So everything's new here. We got 225,000 left. That's 25,000. Flight controls. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, we need flaps. That's 40,000. And let's fix that. We're spending some money. So we only got 104,000 left here. And our engine still needs some repairing. So let's go back here. I'm kind of curious if we go to the missions now. Let's see what kind of stuff we got going on. Can we do a medium cargo mission? That's a light cargo. That's a decent amount. That's light. That's light. So it still looks like all light cargo. Alright, let's go ahead and do this one though. Since it's a decent amount of money. Alright, and then we're going to manage the aircraft here. We still got to buy some fuel. I don't know why I can't remember to do that little trick and tip. But we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, this is going to be a super fast one, I think. Since we are getting super low on the... super low on the coffee here, so we'll sim through this one pretty fast. Go ahead and just remove all the gizmos again. We'll hop in, adjust the camera, turn on the engine. Adjust our fuel quantity to be equal.
Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you. You're carrying bulk cargo on this flight. Standard shipment for our partner base in Sandpoint, but super urgent. You must reach Sandpoint ASAP. Our skids are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business. All relevant information is in your flight packet, which is uploaded on your map as a reference. Here's to a successful flight.
Alright, so where are we headed to here? KSZT. Or no. Yeah, KSZT is the airport that we're headed to. We're going to announce our takeoff.
Golf India Charlie traffic Cessna November 11361 is taxiing to runway 8.
We got a little bit of cloud cover here. We might even have some snow going on. Alright, getting on down to the end of the taxiway here. Oh yeah, windshield's still a little dirty. We'll definitely give this thing a wash before we do another mission, but this is going to be the last mission for the morning. We're going to announce our takeoff.
Kilo Golf India Charlie traffic Cessna November 11361 taking off runway 8 north departure.
Alright, runway number 8 here. We're going to try to earn some money to fix up that 203B that we got. Alright, we're climbing to our 4,100 feet for our initial climb. We're going to have to go a little bit higher than that, I'm sure. Yep, 4,900 now. We'll just make that an even 5,000. And we'll adjust our heading here. So Sandpoint, 142 nautical miles. We have a little bit of icing going on the windshield. We may even have a little bit of snow going, so looks like a little bit of inclement weather here. Yeah, definitely some snow in the forecast, but it's not a whiteout, so that's a good thing. So we're headed over to Sandpoint. At about 140 nautical miles away here, so we're gonna oh, there's Sandpoint right there. So our airport is going right up here. So it's going to be another so Odin Bay coming off of Penn River here. So nice little populated area over at Ponderay. What state are we in? We still in Washington? No. We are in Montana now. So very cool. So Sandpoint, Montana is the next destination here. And that's going to be our final destination for today. Alright, so moving on over here. Looks like we got a little bit of a whiteout situation going on at this point. Almost. Definitely got a little snow going. Alright, so 137 nautical miles to go. We're going to reduce our throttle just a touch here. And then we're going to sim this about 4 times here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to pay attention to some mountains. Alright, looks like maybe we need to slow this down to increase our elevation. We'll see. We'll keep going. Alright, we reduced the sim rate down to 2 because I didn't want to crash into a mountain. We don't have any money left because we just spent it all, so we got to be careful. We're going to go ahead and adjust our heading over here just a touch to the left. And we'll increase our elevation just a touch. And it does look like we got a little more icing going on here. Even on the front part of the windshield. But I do not think that the Cessna 172 has a de-icer. Let's look around on the panels. What if we turn that up a little bit? I don't think that's going to do anything. That might be on the inside. Airflow. A little bit of heat. I think that might have done it. Alright, but we're looking good. It looks like the skies are clearing up. So bad weather behind us. Go ahead and take a look at what this river is, or a lake. Looks like it might be a river. Ah, it's a reservoir. So, Dwarshak Reservoir here. Alright, we got 100 nautical miles to go. We're gonna hit that sim rate again. Fly through the clouds, always sketchy, especially in Montana with the mountains. But we're looking good here at 6,000 feet. Definitely have enough to clear that. That's 72. All right, getting a little bit dark again. And we're going to adjust our heading over to the right a little bit. Looks like we got some mountains coming up here. I think it's going to be close. Let's do sim rate 2. Be a little bit careful with this mountain range. This is 3. Alright, we're back to normal speed here. A little bit sketchy with this one. I'm going to go ahead and increase our altitude just a little bit more here. $67. Let's level out, see how we're looking here. Yeah, I think we're good. I like 6,700 feet here. Alright. So we can sim our way up here. 56 to go. We're passing over that mountain, no issue. Headed through some clouds. Reducing our throttle. Fuel's down to 3%. There you go. We gave ourselves a little bit more fuel there. All right, 30 nautical miles to go now. And this is Lakeview Public Dock. This is this is part of the lake. So this lake will wrap up and around to the left. And we're going to land over there at Sandpoint. So we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, actually with that, we got 17 nautical miles to go. I'm going to leave this at normal speed for a second and refill our cup of coffee so that I can be all fresh and ready to land over at Sandpoint. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. We're going to take a quick swig of coffee here. And we'll get everything all situated. So 14 miles to go. Get rid of that flashing. Go ahead and drop our elevation just a little bit. Let's go down to about 6,200, see what that looks like. Probably even go down to 6,000. So beautiful area here in Montana. I like the 6,000 for now. Get a little bit closer to Sandpoint here. All right, 8 miles. We're going to drop another 500 feet. Even another 500. All right, at least we got nice weather here. All right, 5.5 miles to go. We're going to announce our position and our arrival.
Kilo Sierra Zulu Tango traffic Cessna November 1136, 16 miles south 4900. Ford inbound to land runway 20.
Alright, so we're pretty much going to be almost making a U-turn to be landing on runway number 20. It's going to be down here on the compass. Got a good look at that bridge here. Going to be dropping down to 3,500 feet. A little bit of turbulence here. Alright, so let's get this thing going. One, let's take a sip of this coffee that we got. Alright, good to go. We're going to take autopilot off. We're going to fly this traffic pattern here. So we're at the top of the white arc. We're going to introduce some flaps. We're going to reduce some of that trim down. We'll go 1%. we're going to adjust the camera here just a little bit. Let's get that thing straightened out. There we go. Alright, need an extra hand there. But that was 3 missions today here with Microsoft Flight Simulator in 2024. So we accomplished a lot. We purchased the Cessna 203B. Hopefully we'll be able to get some larger missions going. We got to repair the engine a little bit, I think, before we can get that up in the air. But we are going to reduce our throttle a whole bunch here. We're almost pretty much at idle. Gonna extend some more flaps here, try to level out.
Kilo Sierra Zulu Tango traffic Cessna November 11361 is on final runway 20 to land.
Alright, coming in pretty nice here. Gonna increase the throttle just a little bit. It is a little bit windy, and it's at our back, so it's not the greatest situation here. Oop, little rough. Alright, we got it. We landed. And we're slowing down. We're going to take the next taxiway. It's not even a taxiway. Alright. No worries, we'll just get back onto the runway. Oh, I guess I should have made the left. Alright. I see what I did there. That's alright. So, Sandpoint, Montana here. Beautiful airport for sure. We're going to go ahead and take this taxiway though. Why are there taxiways? Alright, there we go. I see. Alright, this one's just a little snow covered. Patchy. Alright, we'll cut through the grass here. Alright, we took just a little bit of a detour. So stopping here, setting the parking brake, turning off our engines. That is mission number 3 success. And just under 100,000. And we're leveling up once again. So we leveled up every flight here. And it looks like we might have new missions. That's another light one. That's another light one. Come on, I want some medium cargos. Where's our medium cargo missions? Alright, we'll try to figure that out. But in the meantime, appreciate you guys tuning in. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you do so desire, and we will see you on the next one. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend here, and we'll see what else we got to do this weekend in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great one, and I'll see you on the next one.